Good morning, everybody. You are looking at the strangest new tattoo since the Trump stamp that you guys perpetrated on a listener. Donald Trump's face on the north crack of a guy.
Wow.
Somebody has depicted the Will Smith Chris Rock slap on their ankle.
Does it come with the neon light?
I don't know. That's kind of a cool effect.
That
can't be possible in your skin.
No. Well, who knows? Maybe it's a robotic thing. Maybe that leg is fake. But, I mean, I guess.
Carolyn.
Whatever.
On line 1, playing with Brooke.
Okay.
Nicole and Chandler play with Ben on 4.
Okay. I mean, there was a woman here for, I don't know how we knew her, but she had a Sammy Sosa face tattooed on her calf. She's a huge Cubs fan.
But which face? Because his face completely changed.
Yeah, it was his steroids inflated face. Oh. All right, here we go. That's there. That's there.
Yeah.
Not only are you going to win tickets to go see Miranda Lambert up in Vegas, you might even road trip up there with Brooke because you're probably going to hit this thing, right?
Oh, 100%. I cannot wait.
Yeah, it's coming to Planet Hollywood in September at the Zappos Theater. So I think it includes a free pair of shoes. Why not? Right?
Don't promise people that. We don't know.
I know, that's true. Brooke, you're playing with Carolyn from your former residence, the neighborhood of Ahwatukee.
The Toque. How's the Toque doing?
It's doing fantastic.
Great.
All right. From the world's largest cul-de-sac, Brooke and Carolyn, you have 30 seconds to name as many fast food restaurants. Fast food restaurants. Ready? Go.
Home of the Big Mac.
McDonald's.
Yep. McDonald's competition. The other one.
Burger King.
Yep. This is where you can get Mexican food for cheap.
Taco Bell.
Yep. This is they're closed on Sunday.
Chick-fil-A.
Yep. You can get a 6-inch or a foot long.
A Subway.
Yep. This is Blank and Jill went up the hill.
Jack in the Box.
Yep. This is all the best meat and cheese and lettuce, and it's fresh and it's
Yeah. What are you going for?
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
That wasn't a good
clue. That's good.
That's my favorite.
All right. By the way, Diamondbacks home opener, season opener tomorrow, and I believe they're going to have a Chick-fil-A at the ballpark.
Yes.
So that's exciting. We're going to talk to our buddy D Hall. That was 6. 6 is the number to beat. Ben, you're going to have to get 7. You are playing with Nicole from Chandler.
Nicole,
Good morning.
the odds are stacked against us, but let's do this.
All right. They had fast food restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
You have sit-down restaurants. All right. 30 seconds. Sit-down restaurants.
Right.
Ben's already snort laughing.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck, you two.
Australian, they sell steaks.
Outback.
Yep. Okay. When you're here, your family, free breadsticks.
Olive Garden.
Free breadsticks.
I think she said it.
Okay. Yeah.
Lone Star State.
Texas Roadhouse.
Yes. Okay. Baby back ribs. Barbecue sauce.
Applebee's.
Nope. Other
Really?
ones. Yes. Okay. Bison. Another word for bison. Bison.
Buffalo. Buffalo Wild.
That was a good round. Good effort. Pretty good clues, Ben. But guess what? Brooke, you are sending Carolyn from Ahwatukee to Las Vegas.
All right. Have fun. Make sure you tag us in the pics. I can't wait to hear about it.
Yeah. And thank you both for playing. Ben, are you going to be all right?
It's just painful, man.
I know. We're going to talk a little secret show coming up here in just a couple minutes. We're getting excited. I hope you are too. We'll tell you how you can win your tickets to KNIX Secret Show number 9. It's 2 weeks from this Friday from 102.5 KNIX. Oh,
I blew it. If I'd have heard her say Olive Garden, I could
I
have
know. I didn't hear it either.
Couldn't hear it. She was good.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. So was Brooks.
Yes, she was.
I mean, you said Mexican food for cheap, and my mind went Filiberto's. But
Yeah.
hi there, everybody. Good morning. Jennifer, early today. All right. Becky Marie. How'd the job interview go, Becky Marie? Hello there, Heather. Where was your name yesterday? Oh, did we say your name for 10,000? Oh, that would have been cool. I don't know. You have to explain that.
Say your name. Say your name.
Oh, baby is doing so great. He is napping so well now. We had a nap. Remember, he was a nap terrorist, but
And he does sleep on his face, on his stomach.
it kind
sometimes.
of scares me.
Yeah.
But he's safe and he likes to
Yeah.
sleep face down.
The face burn kind of alarmed me.
Me too. But I talked to the pediatrician and it's fine.
Nicole, look at that.
Oh, thanks,
She's
Nicole.
offering you some consolation, Ben. She's the one that lost, and she's consoling you.
She was great. She was really good.
Yeah, sir.
I love how Ben gets so frustrated playing the game.
I know.
I didn't get frustrated until we went to the
Until what?
until the last concert we went to, the Beer and Barbecue Fest, where everybody was like, "You suck at that game."
Well, you did have a run of really bad for a while.
You're so much better now. Like I
Yeah,
think
you are.
you learned how to play the game. You learned, but at first you didn't
I mean, there was a time where like Brooke beat you like
every day for a month.
19 out of 20 times in a month. And the only reason she wouldn't win is the person's phone didn't work.
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
But now it's pretty. I think it's pretty even. Like I think it's.
Yeah. It
But
seems
if
to be-
we were, I do have to say, if we were playing the real way,
Yeah.
I mean, it is a real way. It's just a different way to do it.
on the real game, you get the clues, they pop up. You don't know them going in. So the clue giver and
Oh, we had this thing on my old show. We had this thing. What's that thing called that beeps and you play it? We had to
Yeah,
hold that thing.
right.
So
yeah.
it was like on the fly. I have to admit that's one of my talents.
First of all, Becky Marie says her job interview went well. That's good.
Good.
And then Jennifer at noon was the 12th caller and now is on the list for the $10,000. That's awesome.
That's great.
And her father-in-law is watching from Buffalo.
That's amazing. Good things happen in K9X family.
Go Jen Freeman.
You know what would be fun is to go to a Buffalo NFL game, home game there.
Why's that?
Just because that town, they're kind of like the Packers, in Green Bay. That town loves that football team.
That's who Jake played for 4 games.
Okay,
Really?
Buffalo.
the kicker or the
Punter.
yeah,
John Bon Jovi.
and they're going to be good.
Wanted to buy that team.
Did he?
He wanted to. He couldn't.
Who did?
John Bon Jovi wanted to buy the Buffalo Bills,
Huh. That's interesting.
but he, for some reason, got outbid.
Was it Hannah? Did Hannah give you some tutelage while she was here?
I don't know.
I think he just kind of figured it out. He saw how to give clues.
Yeah.
There you go.
How to give clues for dummies. I read the book.
Well, now, Johnny, I don't know what you're talking about as I'm showing your comment now. And I'm busy, y'all. I got to run the board. I got to run the stream. Let's go to Buffalo. Let's shuffle off to Buffalo. Yeah. Yeah, man. Ba-ba-ba. And let's see, where is my exact location this weekend? All right.
And then you guys want to go around and just share your favorite memory from the secret show, like sell the sizzle, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Let's see. Calendar. Ma.
I need to pause the cheese like 7 of same.
Excellent.
I want Reba to be a secret show.
Oh, that would be sweet.
How cool would that be? 1025 KNIX. We're Tim, Ben, and Brooke.
We're going to talk about the secret show here in just a minute. And by the way, you'll have to mention this thing CMT Awards are doing that'll allow you to like bring back an all-time favorite with a socially voted category, brand new category in the CMT Awards. Secret show. We'll talk about it next, how you can get your tickets from KNIX. Okay. My calendar is not working. So let's go to the app. $18,521 East Queen Creek. Where that?
You know why all these songs are nominated?
Yeah.
They were all TikTok. Literally, I'm going down the
That's
list.
funny.
The I'm a Survivor was a TikTok trend. Neon Moon, we all know that. The only one I don't know is Freight Train by Alan Jackson.
That's
I
funny
didn't
because
s-
I've never heard that.
I didn't see that on TikTok, but maybe I missed it.
Huh. That is in.
Maybe it was
Right.
in Yellowstone or something.
Don't know.
Oh, whoops.
Hmm. Barrel Boy won the draft. Jim Carrey movies. He had The Grinch and Ace Ventura, Liar Liar. John Michael Montgomery.
I would love it if it was an all-time favorite.
Yeah.
something like an
Brooks and
Alan
Dunn or
Jackson.
Alan Jackson or. Ah, the White Mountains. Lovely. So we'll play Carolina and then do it there.
Yeah, we'll do it out of Carolina.
All right.
Yeah, in about 25:57.
Pretty darn close.
I don't do much well, but I keep this thing pretty tight.
So we were filming a little promo for Fox 10 yesterday, and they came in and they shot some what they call B-roll in the studio. You know, just
I got
Right.
that B-roll.
B-roll. Yeah.
Remember that viral video?
What's that?
I'll send it to you.
Oh, I don't remember that. I don't know that one. Just random shots, you know, of us talking on the radio. And then they're like, we need a shot of you outside. Kind of, they called it a beauty shot.
Oh boy.
So we walked to a parking garage here in this complex in the very top. And, very bright, sunny day yesterday. Yesterday was kind of warm, actually. And you'd think it's bright enough for the camera, but the high-tech camera, they get basically a rounded disc that's metallic material on one side of like a giant mirror about 3 feet from your face. They position it so the reflection of the sun is just white hot in your face. And
we're facing the sun at the same
Yeah.
time.
And there's a little trick. If you have to take a picture on a bright and sunny day, you close your eyes, and I've been told you turn your head towards the sun. You can see where it is even through your closed eyes. And then the photographer will give you a countdown, 3, 2, and you turn and look, and your eyes won't be squinting. Well, we're trying that. Brooke's got
Did not work.
Brooke's got the beam of the sun right in her face. And every time they went 3, 2, 1, Brooke opened her eyes and just you're crying. And
That picture's, I know I'm going to be like crying in that picture.
I couldn't do it either. They're like, "Oh, we got 3 seconds." I'm like, "You didn't get 3 seconds of good video from me."
Yeah.
Neither.
Because I'm sitting there squinting.
One of us is going to look crazy, and it's probably going to be Ben and I.
Yeah. Just call
Well,
me
we
Squintin'
took a picture
Tarantino.
early on for we didn't know, just promotional photos, and they used one. I don't know if they still use it on either our
They do.
Facebook. And it's like they're like, be like laughing at something, and so Ben and I are going, ah. Well, frozen in time, it looks like Ben and I are dinosaurs attacking each other. Ah!
It doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't look like we're laughing. It looks like we're mentally ill.
Yeah.
.1025 KNIX. It's Tim, Ben, and Brooke here on the station that brings you the Secret Show. The KNIX Secret Show, number 9, is happening in 2 weeks from Friday at the Marquee Theater. It's been a while since we've had one because of the pandemic, but basically you win a ticket from the station, you show up, and you're going to see an artist that is bigger than that venue. Like, they normally wouldn't play this venue anymore. They're playing arenas and so forth, and they're well known, but it's a small, intimate crowd and an artist you won't know till they walk out. And I mean, it started with Jason Aldean, Darius Rucker, Jake Owen, Justin Moore, Chris Young, Dustin Lynch, Brad Paisley, and Secret Show number 8 was Old Dominion the summer before the pandemic. What's your guys' favorite moments from all of those Secret Shows?
I mean, I love the Darius Rucker Secret Show, but I think the Jake Owen Secret Show, because that was the first time Brian and I hung out, really. And it was a Friday night. So this one's going to be a Friday night. Everyone was drinking. Everyone was pretty drunk. It was
Yeah.
fun. Ben obviously was drinking the beer.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I do.
And one of the funniest things ever is like we were kind of leaving. The show was over. And Ben goes, "Brooke, where are you going? We got to thank people for coming to the show." I said, "Ben, we were just up there 10 minutes ago thanking everyone for coming."
There's
He
a
goes,
guy just brooming the floor, cleaning it
So
up.
much fun. I just wanted to do it again.
Yeah. Beryl, how about you?
I gotta say, just the excitement and buzz that it brings, and the fact that our KNX family waits outside the venue for hours,
Right.
but
Yeah.
the artists know that, so they sound check to a different artist. For example, Darius sound check to Blake Shelton songs,
yeah.
and everybody's like, "Oh, it's Blake! I heard sound check."
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm going,
Very
and they
clever.
know these things just to keep the secret alive.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very cool. They have to be on lockdown too. So their crew and their band members, they can't post anything on social because there are people out there with like CSI level desire to figure out who it is. They're looking at tour schedules and their flight grids. They're checking airports,
A lot of people will look at the number of microphones on stage.
Yeah.
And if there's only one, they'll go, "Oh, it's about 5'4". Then they'll start Googling country artist heights.
Yeah, they measured the microphone last time.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And Justin Moore was pretty short.
Well, and for Old Dominion, there were 5 microphones. So people kind of clued in on that. They thought it was either going to be Old Dominion or the Jackson 5.
It was a toss up.
Yeah. Secret show number 9 is going to happen on the 22nd at the Marquee Theater. The only way in is with a ticket. You know, if you had them for before, we've exchanged those out. Now you can win fresh new tickets. We'll have some between 8:30 and 9 listening to our show here on KNIX. I'm going to be out at the UPS store in Queen Creek. I'll be there this Saturday from noon until 2. You can stop by and register for tickets. It's going to be different than those ticket stops before. You don't have to wait around to the end. We're not going to draw out names. We're just going to draw names, and if you want them, you don't have to be there for it. So it's the Queen Creek and Power Road UPS store. That's where I'll be this Saturday. Barrel Boy, you're going to be out next week with some tickets?
Yep, going to be at Pizza Hut in Peoria, 67th Avenue in Happy Valley, 4 to 6 next Thursday, the 14th.
My favorite moment, I mean, I think my favorite show, it's tough, but I just loved Chris Young, just hearing him just acoustically and the intimacy of that theater. But my favorite moment was probably Brad Paisley. Showed up backstage, didn't know what the secret show was, didn't know it was a secret show, was a little bit afraid to walk out in case people didn't like him.
Yeah,
And
it's like you're Brad Paisley.
I know. And just the way the crowd sang along to every lyric of every song he did that night. That kind of gives me goosebumps thinking about it now. So I'm hoping everybody's there that wants to be there, because it's very, very special to be at KNIX Secret Show number 9, just a couple weeks from this Friday. And don't forget tickets between 8:30 and 9 right here on KNIX. Yeah. Leo's out. Got to go to grandma's. Vaya con queso, mi amigo.
Man, I'm going to miss Abbey Road on the River again this year.
No, I don't think they do, Johnny. Yeah. Nice. I will be there from noon until 2. Stop by, register. You can be on your way. I mean, you can hang out for a little bit if you want, but used to be people would wait around for an hour and we draw tickets at the end. Sir?
I think we're going to go back to that for the other ones, but this one's a little bit different. So those big stops, I know some people really like, I think we'll be coming back for future ones.
And Ben, do you have several tickets to previous shows that you're going to be handing out at nursing homes and such?
Yes, I will. And like me on stage at Jake Owen, hopefully they will forget.
I mean, everyone we worked with was hammered. I've never seen, it was like,
I wasn't.
you were. I wasn't either.
The con was, but
But like all the salespeople, there was one sales girl, she's no longer with us. She was climbing on the like couch
Yeah.
and railing. I'm like, what's
And it's no longer with us.
I loved her though.
yeah,
She was a
meaning
fun time.
she's still alive, but she just works somewhere else.
Right. She was using a beam to hold herself up at the end
Yeah.
of the night because she couldn't stand. Archie
Mhm.
Bradley was there. He pulled didn't
That's right.
that's
We
the one?
revealed who it was by pulling a balled up piece of paper out of his beard. Yes, Sparrow, you're always out of one.
I ran into him backstage at the barbecue fest, and he still talked about how cool
Is that
of a run
right?
that was.
Really?
Like,
Where's
was
he
telling his
playing
wife
this year?
What?
Angels.
He's with the Angels.
Okay.
He was telling his wife, he's like, it was so cool that and he's just such a big kid. He goes,
Yeah.
and then I got to hang out backstage, and they had pizza and beer. I'm
Yeah.
like, you're such a kid.
I remember how excited he was that there was pizza and beer.
Yeah.
Like, you could buy 5 Pizza Huts right now if you wanted to.
You
I know.
Archie.
I remember he was like, "Can I have another one? Like as another piece?" I'm like, "Yeah, you
Like,
can have.
you have a room full of pizza, kid. Have as much as you want.
You can have all the pizza
He's
you
such
want.
a nice guy. I wish the Diamondbacks would have kept him.
I know.
There's pizza and beer. Like a lot of it. Yes, there is, son.
I almost died watching one of his best games. That was the play-in game that he hit the triple.
Oh, that's right. You had the
That was the night of my spider bite.
spider bite.
The
When your arm almost fell off.
Yeah, the poison was creeping up my arm. They're like, you got to go to the hospital. I'm like, I want to see the end of the game. All right. Talk a little bit about our discussion.
Okay.
And I forgot, is the trend now that younger couples are
No,
combining their finances or not?
they're not. Like over 30% don't even have one shared account.
Okay. Oh, man. I banged my elbow on something. And now every time I go to rest my arms, it's like, ow.
Your funny bone?
Something like that. Yeah.
I don't know what to call it, funny bone, because it ain't real
It
funny.
ain't funny at all. Ben, you're going to back sell this.
Josh Grayson, all-time favorite for you there, 102.5 KNIX.
We got a name coming up at straight up 8 o'clock. This is the final week. We're calling names for the $10,000 callback. And then next week, we're going to give a callback and give away the $10,000. Compliments of Joe Brown and the Accident Law Group. I asked Brooke yesterday if she was, a listener out there and won the $10,000, would she report that income not to the IRS, but to her husband, Brian? Or would you tuck that away in your own little stash, fun money?
I don't even have a stash. I don't have a separate account. Like
Right.
we have everything. It's one account, everything we share.
It led to this discussion that a lot of your friends don't have a joint account. And that sounded so bizarre to me because, I didn't think you couldn't have, when you're married, I thought you had to throw everything in the same pot. And we talked about it on our TBB extra podcast yesterday.
Yeah, we got into prenups. We all had different views on that. It was a good discussion, but yeah, the trend now is I read over 30% of millennials don't even have any shared accounts. They don't even have
Wow.
both.
Yeah.
But the divorce rate with millennials is on the rise. So they say that one account marginally might be better.
You said on the podcast that you went out to dinner with some friends, and when the check came, the couple split it, but the friends each split. They're a part of it.
Yeah, which I say whatever works for you in your marriage, great. But it seems like more trouble than it's worth. Like they got an appetizer and they split it and put it on 2 different credit cards. And it's like, really?
I'm not sure.
Wow.
I think when I signed my marriage license all those years ago, I think I checked the box that said my job was to make the money and her job was to spend it. And generally, she did a much better job than me.
And Tim, that's why you're still married for 40 years.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I'm not.
Is it? Are anybody out there with thoughts on this? The sharing of your finances or the keeping them separate? Why do you keep them separate if you do?
Oh, some people are adamant about keeping separate, having your own fund. Like
Yeah.
they're very, especially like younger people. But there are some people that are on their second and third marriages where they feel the same way.
Right.
Ben?
I have no advice or comments. I'm
Okay.
done. I'm gonna go get some coffee right now.
Well, we asked Ben, would you do a what is it? Prenup before your next, if and when you choose to get married again?
Well, first time marriage is absolutely no. I can't say
Yeah.
you could. I didn't have anything when I started my first marriage, but second marriage, it depends. Everything has a variable. But if you have a lot of money that
Yeah.
you've made before the marriage, yeah, I would say you'd have to.
Right?
Right?
Barrel Boy, solid prenup guy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So
Lock it up.
So when you and Margot Robbie get married, You're
She's
gonna make
gonna
her.
prenup me, and I'm only gonna get like a little bit of money. I'm gonna probably get a monthly stipend for hanging out with her.
I mean, first of all, if Brian and I got divorced, he would get half of my DVD collection.
Right.
What? Like,
Yeah.
there was nothing to, and student loans.
Right. You'd be on the hook for half of his student loans if you got
That's
divorced.
true. That would be
Mhm.
bad.
I'd love to hear from somebody who does have their accounts separate, no joint account, and just to why and how that works out. We're at 833-577-KNIX. Tim Ben and Brooke will give you some money that you can debate on whether or not to tell your spouse about. At 8 o'clock, we call another name with a $10,000 callback from KNIX.
Yeah, Becky, a lot of people have a joint account and their own. I see that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I explained on the GTF, we have separate credit cards, but we pay it off from one account. So he can't see every single like $5 because we put everything on our credit cards to get points. So on a daily basis, I don't know what he's spending. I don't keep we can't keep tabs on that. So like if I want to buy him a present, it's a surprise.
Mm. Mm. I mean, it is nice having one statement so you can see where all your money's being blown.
Yeah, but that's one thing I don't know.
Oh,
I
wow.
like not having to keep tabs on every nickel and dime. I don't. I mean, we see at the end of the month if it's like our credit card bills are higher, we're like, hey, what happened? Let's stick to the budget.
Yeah.
Oh. Good morning, KNIX. Who's this?
Hi, my name's Jeannie.
Okay, hang on for just a second, okay?
Thank you.
Is this Leah?
Hello, good morning.
What's going on?
Well, this is not a way that we ever usually generally speak, but I figure I should call in about the account.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm told that you
Go ahead.
and Jeff have separate accounts. You don't have a joint account.
Correct. So we have separate bank accounts, even though separate banks as well, even though our money comes from the same place.
Why do you do it that way?
So I don't know. We've always just had our own separate accounts, and as kind of our marriage, continued, I just thought, why put it all into one account? The reality is I don't really care what he's spending his money on, or our money, his version of our money, or whatever. But I know that he would care what I'm spending my portion of it on.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so like Target runs, he doesn't need to know how much money I'm spending at Target.
That's why I have my own credit card. I pay it off from the account, but he can't see my Target run. I'm like, oh yeah, that was necessary.
Right, because you always go for a couple things and end up with a ridiculous bill walking out of there.
So question, like my friends, when you go out to eat and you split an appetizer, do you put both credit cards down and you split the meal?
We do not. So generally speaking, we have kind of an unwritten little thing that each of us covers different bills, and usually he's the one that throws the card down for all of our dining out.
Okay.
Oh, big shot, eh?
Chivalrous.
Mr. Beer Guy. Okay, I see you. No, that's great. Well, yeah, thanks for calling. It's very enlightening. Appreciate it.
Yes. Well, have a great day, you guys.
All right.
You too.
Yeah. What's mine is mine. What's yours is mine too. True.
I love it. That's funny.
Yeah, I think for my dad, the concept, if I told him about this, he would be confused. He just doesn't understand
Yeah.
a separate. He'd be like, what? And then I told him about now, Dad, when you go on dates, a lot of like younger guys, they're 20, they want to split the check. And he was
Yeah.
like, he He couldn't wrap his head around that.
Huh. 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 Huh.
My money. My money.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the net way of thinking things.
Have
Same.
joint accounts. What if there's a big discrepancy in the amount of money each one makes?
Well, there was in my marriage
Yeah.
because Con was a stay-at-home mom.
I think you just kind of have to trust, like, okay, we're gonna have joint accounts. Don't go out and buy, something that you don't need unless you go, hey, I really want to buy this something I don't need.
So we have a rule, and I won't say the amount, but we have a budget. We know what our credit card bill should be per month. Now, if the washing machine breaks, obviously, we talk about that. But if we spend over a certain amount, we have to discuss it. So, say like I wanted something that costs $500, something a certain amount, we have to
Yeah.
discuss it. But if it's just $20 here and there,
I had to turn off the Amazon alerts on my phone because the Con mostly was books. It's like, are you building a library and you're not telling me? Because how can you be reading all of these books? But that adds up. That adds
yeah,
up.
Becky, yep, that's what we do. It's a good.
Well, when you just gotta buy that Billy beer can
Yeah.
on eBay.
But
As long as Brian stays within like his budget, I don't care what he spends his money on.
Ben, do you regret trading your magic beans away for that Billy beer can?
I kind of do.
Yeah.
I kind of do.
Miss Leah Haas is going to be.
Well, this is not a way that we ever usually generally speak, but I figure I should call in about the accounts.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm told that you
Go ahead.
and Jeff have separate accounts. You don't have a joint account.
Correct.
Let's see. We'll start right there. And we'll end right there. Get it.
Yes. Yes. Well, have a great day, you guys.
All right.
Me too.
A minute and a half. Separate accounts.
Separate.
I mean, Brian makes more than me. However, he's still in the hole for student loans. So technically,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Ben, it's like you said, there's no such thing as a prenup. When we got married, we had nothing. We had nothing but
Right.
nothing. The Con had to co-sign for a loan so I could get a $1,200 Volkswagen. I wasn't good for $1,200 in my Flagstaff radio job.
Well, we know the Con didn't want you for your money.
Pretty true. But it worked out okay. That was a good investment. She got a good, what is it? ROI.
I'd say so. She believed in you. Hey, whatever's working, like this is what works for me, but if you have a way that works, go for it.
I still find that screenshot of my bank account that I took with 1 cent in it. One.
Oh, I forgot. I should have added this. So my dad gave my mom a budget for the wedding.
Yeah.
And, my mom wanted this. She started doing those studies at those hospitals and started selling
Oh,
stuff.
right. Yeah.
Like selling some furniture and all this stuff so she could have more money. So she had like a little separate, for the first time in 35 years, she
That's
had like a
funny.
separate fund so that she could use. It's so funny. Sounds good to me, Georgianne.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I said this on the podcast, but it's true that the con now, ever since our youngest, Rebecca, like her last semester of high school, so the spring of whatever year that was,
Mm.
the con went and took some classes and became a bookkeeper. She is accounting and bookkeeping. And she mostly just does random jobs for people. Like now she has a job at a accounting firm that she goes to. It's like a 9 to 5 job. She loves it. But her income isn't, doesn't match mine. But her credit score is way better than mine. I'm like, I make the money and your credit score is way better. But it's because I co-signed on a bunch of student loans for my youngest so she could finish off her nursing school. And I mean, which was also a surprise because she was supposed to be done and the pandemic hit and she had to extend it for another year and a half. So, but
Those loans.
yep.
They'll get you.
Even my daughter, who moved home from Nicaragua, the same daughter, saved money to buy a car. She goes, "Can you take me to Sanderson Ford? I have $4,000 and a credit score of whatever." I'm like, "You've lived in poverty for 3 years in Nicaragua. How do you have?" Oh man. There we go. Ben, I want you to back sell Lady Ah.
Aye, aye. There's Lady A. What if I never get over you? We're Tim, Ben, and Brooke.
And we're talking about couples with joint accounts. It seems very, very bizarre to me. And I said, if there's anybody out there with a joint account, you got to explain it to me. Well, our friend Leah Huss, Jeff and Leah Huss, of course, the brewers of all of the Huss beers, including the KNIX beer. And they got the restaurant. So very successful, thriving business. But I understand you and Jeff have separate accounts. Is that right?
Correct. So we have separate bank accounts, even though separate banks as well, even though our money comes from the same place.
Why do you do it that way?
So I don't know. We've always just had our own separate accounts, and as kind of our marriage, continued, I just thought, why put it all into one account? The reality is I don't really care what he's spending his money on, or our money, his version of our money, or whatever. But I know that he would care what I'm spending my portion of it on.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, so like Target runs, he doesn't need to know how much money I'm spending at Target.
That's why I have my own credit card. I pay it off from the account, but he can't see my Target run. I'm like, oh yeah, that was necessary.
Right, because you always go for a couple things and end up with a ridiculous bill walking out of there.
So question, like my friends, when you go out to eat and you split an appetizer, do you put both credit cards down and you split the meal?
We do not. So generally speaking, we have kind of an unwritten little thing that each of us covers different bills, and usually he's the one that throws the card down for all of our dining out.
Okay.
Oh, big shot, eh? Mr. Beer Guy. Okay, I see you. No, that's great. Well, Leah, thanks for calling. It's very enlightening. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, have a great day, you guys.
All right.
You too.
It's Leah Huss, Jeff and Leah Huss Brewing. I guess both their accounts are just beer money, right?
Yeah, I was about to say.
All beer money.
Their beer money goes to buy a brewery.
Exactly. All right. In 2 songs, we've got another name for the $10,000 callback. Think of the Target run you could go on with that.
A cold beer's got twist.
Yeah. if this is to be believed, let's see. It's going to hit. Oh, wow. On the zeros. Nicely done, Barrow. Well, on the log, it says straight up.
I'm going to hit it at 14 cents over.
14. Oh, yeah, that is 14 100ths. Nice. That
Yeah.
is irritating.
Yeah. Whenever like this has happened before, someone comes to the house to do some work or whatever, and they're like, "Oh, if you want to talk this over with your husband," I'm like, "My husband doesn't know what's going on around here. Like he never does. So I'm the one that you need to talk to." I got a new sink installed, and Brian didn't even notice for 2 weeks. So like, I got this.
That's funny. So we, in our big family house, remodeled the house and then the backyard, and we redid the pool and put in an in-ground spa,
Mhm.
which I found out is the exact same price as putting in a giant pool. It's just you're paying the same for a smaller body of water. However, the pool contractor we used her name is Mitty. She had an all-female pool business because she was getting a pool put in when she was married and then got divorced. And the way the pool contractor treated her after she was divorced was atrocious. So with a chip on her shoulder, she went and learned everything about contracting, building pools, all of it, and now has an all-female pool building business.
Cool.
And it was
Nice.
good. And she did an awesome job.
That's really cool. You're right, though. Those in-ground ones are so expensive.
Yeah, but it was gas. So on the coldest night of the year, I could fire that thing up remotely, and it was boiling in 20 minutes.
Wow.
And she also built it a little bit deeper, dug it a little bit deeper to kind of fit my body better.
Yeah. I got the big monstrosity outside the pool.
Yeah.
Worth every penny.
People always said, "Oh, you're going to put that thing in, you'll never use it.
Oh, I use
It'll always
it all
be
the time.
broken." We use it all the time.
People say the same thing about a boat.
I've
Well,
never once used mine.
Can't find mine.
We got into ours all summer long without the heat on. Just went in, turned the bubbles on, and sat in it, and we used it more than the pool.
Why do you never get in yours, bro?
I like bath. I'll take a bath if I want to be hot.
Oh yeah, she didn't get in the spa because the water's already in it.
I've never used it.
I bet if you did, you would.
I don't like hot. I'm not a fan of hot. I know I'm weird. Brian
So
doesn't use it a lot.
the other thing about the spa, Ben, is you have to drain it and clean it like every so often. The more you use it, right?
Oh, I mean, I've got chemicals.
Yeah.
I got alkaline up, alkaline down, chlorine, shock,
So
test
Mitty
strips.
engineered the system, the pump for both the pool and the spa, that I could throw a few levers when it was time to drain my spa.
Yeah.
I could drain it into the pool and then refill it with pool water, which would, was the same thing as draining it and putting fresh water in, which was awesome. But when I went to sell the house, I had to make a manual for how the process for putting the spa water into the pool and the pool water back into the spa. And it was a labor of love. I a little over explained it.
Yeah.
You got the name, Tim?
I got the name.
Okay.
Like the pine trees lining the winding road. I got the name. I got the name. You can change your mind, but you can't change me. I sing random words out of order to all my favorite songs.
Brian doesn't know any lyrics to any songs.
He
Like
doesn't.
it's baffles me that he'll sing a song to Bo and none of the lyrics are correct. But you're the same way though, right? Because you don't listen to the lyrics.
I'm not big on the lyrics. I can hear a song for 3 years before I really listen to what it's about.
I sing the Little Mermaid song to him.
Yeah.
Calms Bo down. And Brian tried it when I wasn't there one time and he videoed it. He won't let me share it. I wish I could. He's like, he knows if he goes,
awesome.
He goes, look at this stuff. Isn't it neat? I've got spoons and I've got things. He just completely butchered everything.
Oh, that's brilliant.
I wish he would let me share it. He's like, I just want feet so I can walk on the land.
I gotta see it. I want to see that, and I want to see him do the dance with Lizzie too.
Oh, just get them both really drunk. She's pregnant right now.
Okay. All right. We're looking for Gabrielle Rosso of Phoenix. Gabrielle Rosso of Phoenix. You've got 10 minutes to call us back at 833-577-KNIX. That's 833-577-5649. And when you do, you're going to be on the short list of names we've called. We're going to give one of them $10,000 compliments of Accident Law Group. So, Gabrielle Rosso, the clock is running. You've got 10 minutes. What happens if she doesn't call, Brooke?
Well, then anyone can call. You just have to be the 12th caller if the 10 minutes is up, and we'll put you on that short list to win $10K.
That's right. It's the last week. Get your name on that list soon. And if you haven't yet, sign up at knixcountry.com. $10,000 callback. Let me just see if I can get this. There we go. Oh, shoot. Didn't pull up yet. I have Penny singing We Don't Talk About Bruno.
Oh, my God.
But she's just singing it to herself while she's playing. And my daughter, Emily, kind of spied on her. It's very cute. Well, I started watching Encanto yesterday.
What'd you think?
To find out why we don't talk about Bruno. They haven't explained it yet. I got about 15 minutes in.
Okay.
But apparently, the Madrigal family is very magical.
Okay.
Every Madrigal has a special talent. So
Well, let us know if you find out.
I'll keep you posted.
All right.
All right. In the meantime, have a great day. We'll see you back here bright and early. Tamale morning.